What is up? Welcome to Flavored Vivid. For those of you guys that are new here, my name is Carissa. The way that I do my readings is intuitively. I like to start off in your etheric energy, ground it down to the physical with some general messages. I pull a spread on your finances and career. I pull a spread on your love life, and I close it out with spirit guide messages. So, Scorpios, here's the deal. Someone can't stop overthinking, and I don't know if this is like you, and if it is you, it could potentially be like around money or overcoming some sort of like obstacle in regards to like what you're doing or the plans that you have for the future. Now there's also this energy here of like feeling like you need to censor your truth. Okay, I saw 333. It's now 335, or sorry, 335. And I saw 333 though right as I was going to press live on this reading. Now threes represent, yes, manifestation. They represent creativity. They represent self-expression, and they also represent reevaluation. I mean, there's a bunch of things that threes represent, right? But so I'm getting an energy around all of that, essentially, of like there's some here that's like you don't feel capable of expressing your truth, and you need to call your power back to you right now, because you're kind of like overthinking rather than standing in your truth. And there's this energy here where it says let go of others' opinions. The divine knows the truth. Keep triggering others with your light. The thing is, when we are in our truth, it's going to be really triggering because people prefer safety and comfort over the truth. I've shared a bunch of posts about this on Facebook recently, and I have posts scheduled for the rest of the week that are probably going to trigger so many people. They're going to be so fucking sick of me. The thing is I don't care. I really don't care to censor myself in order to comfort the masses. I'd rather expose exactly what's fucking wrong so that we can create change. Now, is that gonna make me popular? No. Not at all. No, it's gonna not make me popular at all. I already pissed somebody off and had to block somebody today. Didn't even respond to them though, because it's not worth it. Person doesn't follow me. They don't know me. They just probably came across my post, because Spirit does that, where it's like puts my posts on people's feeds, whatever. And they said something completely like off the wall, and I just was like, okay, well, my job is done. It's not my burden or my responsibility to carry. I understand that it takes a lot of courage and bravery, but if you don't do it, who will? That's what Spirit's trying to incorporate within your reality right now. Now, for those of you guys where it's not necessarily about speaking your truth, it's about calling back your power from the things that you're giving your thoughts away to. Our thoughts are currency. And right now, I feel like you're giving your mind, you're overthinking, and you're giving away like this currency to things that aren't beneficial to your future or the timeline that you are meant to be in, the timeline of you being in your power. Now, again, this isn't a bad reading. You do have celebrate your hard work and so many other things here. You listening to your intuition, your dreams are really strong right now. There's a sense of nurturing and showing yourself compassion right now, of healing, okay, of shedding care. Jesus. Why am I always... I feel like I'm always losing hair. I know that we naturally lose hair, but I feel like I unnaturally lose hair. I like to collect these things. It drives my wife insane, and then I get mad when she touches them because I like to like take them out at the end of the week. I like to see how much hair I lose. Maybe some of you guys do this, okay? I like to see how much hair I lose in the shower, in the bathtub. So I'll like put them all in the same pile. I'll put them all in the same little pile, and they're not huge. They're like the size of a fucking quarter, though, which I feel like is a lot of hair. Like, I'm losing a quarter a week. What the fuck is that? So, anyways, ladies, if you feel me, you do. You do the same. Thank you, Kitty. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm shameless, though. Like, I'd rather be transparent and authentic, regardless if I look like a fool. But yeah, I do it every week. So I just have my weekly pile of shedded hair. I didn't get to add one to the pile though, I wonder. Anyways, we have the Angel of Emergence coming out for you, Scorpio. And it says it's time for the real you to emerge. Okay. The color pink is here. It's more like, not even violet. What is that? Magenta. And as you can see, her third eye is very much so lit up, but it's also, it seems like it's almost like protected by something, by like a jewel, right? And so there's a part of you that wants to like protect yourself, protect what you know, but there's a part of you that needs to emerge from this cocoon that I feel like others have shoved you into. You know, it's kind of like being shoved into a closet and being told to be quiet. Meanwhile, you know, some guy or girl is arguing with their boyfriend or girlfriend or a tree trunk that they're dating, right? And you're like, what are you talking about? I'm not cheating on you, and like gaslighting the world. Meanwhile, you're hiding who you truly are, and you need to come out. And, you know, it's okay if it creates disruption. It's okay if your energy creates an earthquake for others. I feel like, you know, I can see that it comes from the sense of wanting to protect yourself, but at the same time, you're not protecting yourself and you're not protecting other people. You are hindering yourself because you're never going to get to where you actually want to go without fully standing in your authenticity, without fully emerging into the truest form of you that your soul incarnated for in this reality and in this timeline. Now, butterflies could definitely be significant. Both of you guys' main oracle cards have butterflies on it, okay? So I'm also getting energy of like the butterfly effect, right? Like every action creates a reaction. You know, that's also quantum physics. Like when you look at an atom, you know, it all of a sudden changes because it knows it's being observed. So it's kind of like that energy. I feel like maybe some of you guys need to study quantum physics, or you're into, you know, that type of energy. But there's this thing of like overthinking. It's like you are trying to perceive everything before it happens and be calculated with your movement. But the thing is like you can't perceive what is going to happen. Like, yes, there are prophets and very gifted individuals, and I'm not trying to gaslight you, right? But you have to understand that there is a layer of timelines here. Like if I hand you a box, there's going to be 1,000 different timelines in that box. And, you know, it's like you trying to go through each and every timeline and pick out the best result. The thing is like you have to align to that result. Some of you guys are doing way too much like studying here. Now, not that we can do too much studying, right? But when we overload ourselves with information, we don't actually absorb or integrate the information. And there's something like that, which is making you overthink. It's making you question like basically everything. There's a reassessment of your reality that's happening right now. And it's like, where am I going? Where do I want to be? What am I doing with my life? Like, it's almost like a midlife crisis for somebody, but you're not midlife. Like, I don't feel like you're a midlifer. I don't think that you're old. When do midlife crises hit? I don't even know. I don't know. I feel like I went through mine in like my 20s. So I don't know. But I never expected to live past 27. So perhaps that was the reason. I'm not really sure here. Why do I look so shiny? You guys, this is my light, okay? I don't really know why I look shiny here. I hate when it does that though. Anyways, I'm seeing that it's like you see she has a box of scrolls here, and there's a staircase, right, and everything is made of looks like limestone or concrete or something like that, okay? And there's yellow flowers. Yellow is vitality, courage, confidence, okay? She's in a green dress as well, with which is your heart chakra, and Spirit's just asking you like, you're looking into things, telling you you're looking into things too deeply. They want you to sit in your heart, like sink into your heart space and genuinely feel, how does this make me feel? And, you know, I want to remind a lot of people out there that fear is, or like anxiety, like it makes you feel anxiety, it's probably because there's also a layer of excitement. Like anxiety and excitement can feel the exact same way. That's why a lot of people say like, oh, when I met this person I got butterflies, right? Because it was like excitement of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is like happening. I really am attracted to this person. I really like this person, whatever it may be, right? Like when I met my wife, oh my God, the level of sabotage, my toxic trait is immediately sabotaging if I like a person. And I don't think I'll ever grow out of it. I don't think I'll ever get a chance to like go out there and sabotage again because I'm locked in for life. I love my wife. But yeah, that's something that I need to work on in different ways. Because when I really like a person, I word vomited. I told her my most embarrassing life story within like the first 5 minutes of having her in my presence. So, and it's because struggle with that. I've learned that over time, right? That like my anxiety is also my excitement. Like I'm really excited for this, but then a part of me wants to, like, my ego wants to jump in and protect me, right? And that's what I feel like this is happening to you. It's like your ego wants to jump in and protect you from something that you're genuinely excited about, like you're passionate about this, but at the same time it's showing up as anxiety or fear or overthinking. And so you end up overcompensating, right? Yeah, so anyways, it's this kind of energy that I'm getting for you guys. We also have rest and rejuvenation in the reverse, and then you have financial constraints here too. So some of you guys, this could be like over finances. I'm gonna let you know right now, baby, this is temporary. Like, you're gonna have a major breakthrough financially, so we'll get there. We will get there. Go ahead and calm down, but I just want to, like, rest assured, it's not real. Like, it's something that you're fearing is not real. It is. I don't mean to be dismissive of your personal experiences. I don't know what every individual is going through that's going to watch this reading. However, I can just see the energetic flow, and the blockage is like you're overthinking. The blockage is you creating more timelines that essentially you're not even meant to align to, and you have to be mindful of that. Okay. Anyways, yeah, I know. I'm not really like worried about it because it does make me more money, so I'm gonna miss them. Referencing the troll comment here, I am gonna miss them because, like, financially, what the fuck, they were contributing. But people, it's not fun. Like, I think I'm too boring to troll because I take the fun out of it because I'm too secure with myself in that way. I was probably a lot more fun to do that too in the past. Also, I'm Saturnian ruled, so like when you fuck with a Capricorn and their business or their money, the repercussions of that are gnarly. So, there was never any fear in that. But yeah, anyways. Okay, you also had sovereignty showing up here. So again, calling back your power, standing in your truth. Let's talk about your money. Money, 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 money. I think that right now, there's a lot of support around you guys in regards to finances, okay? But it's like more so emotional support. So this could be a partner or a really good friend, and it's like they're comforting you in some sort of way. Some of you guys, though, are emotionally spending to compensate for something that you don't want to sit with or look at. So definitely watch yourself with that, especially as an eighth houser. Scorpio, you're an eighth houser, right? And normally it has to do with other people's money. But when we're self-sabotaging, it can do with our own money. And so I am seeing a little bit of that. However, what I'm trying to say here is that you are going to overcome these obstacles. I do see you making the right decisions here, and it leading you to the wealth that you're desiring or wanting to upkeep. I just heard or wanting to upkeep, which is interesting. They're showing me the Nine of Pentacles right now. And the Nine of Pentacles is somebody who created a luxurious life, whatever that looks like or alludes to for that person, and that I'm speaking to, right? It can be different for everyone. Some people's luxury is having a raft on a lake, and other people's luxury is a private jet. So but it's just, I see you taking charge. Essentially, I see you making the progress that is necessary to get to where you're going. There was just some sort of like balance that was needed here. In regards to your love life, there is love coming in. If somebody's going to send you a text message or a call or a DM, they're going to want to invite you out, okay? Probably for like a lunch or a coffee, dinner, something of that sort here. Interesting. You have the Hammer card, and we have sabotage on this Hammer card. And so there's this energy here of like, be careful of sabotaging while you go out to eat, or it's like somebody feels like they sabotage something with you, so they're wanting to meet up and talk about it. Okay, this could be this energy of like reunion, because there is some sort of hesitation about this. Like, you don't know if it's the right thing. Like, should we talk? Like, do I want this? Okay. I do see you being in your Queen of Cups energy, which again, very nurturing, really tapped into your intuition, your feelings, your emotions. And that is actually going to lead you to a breakthrough. Okay. You might be disconnected from like the masculine energy right now, and you're more so in the feminine of just like thinking and feeling rather than taking action, because we have the King of Cups in the reverse. I don't know why I just heard this. Don't believe everything that you see. Don't believe everything that you see. Believing is seeing. Okay. Five of Pentacles in reverse. I think that's in regards to like your finances or feeling left out in the cold or feeling like you have to be defensive in some sort of way. What's interesting about this Hangman card that I really like, well, first of all, it looks like the Green Man. If you're pagan, you know, you know. But anyways, we have an acorn here, and he's holding an acorn over his heart center. An acorn doesn't worry about what it looks like in its current stage because it knows that it's going to grow into a giant oak tree. There's something here about like worrying about where you're at or what you look like or how you're perceived. Okay, but you're going to grow into this giant tree, but first you have to grow roots, right? The acorn has to take root. It has to grow deep into the ground and make sure there's structure, and then it takes off, and then it grows, and then it grows branches and leaves, okay, and produces the fruit, the acorn. So, okay, I haven't even started your reading. Let's go ahead and get into this. Messages, please, for Scorpios. I almost called you Libra. I could have a Libra in the chat right now, or somebody with Libra, Scorpio in their chart. If you are in the chat, I do plan on doing your reading next. I debated, like, I originally was going to start with you, but then I heard Scorpio so clearly. Angel of addiction healing, sorry. This is a time of positive transformation and healing. Some of you guys could be struggling with some type of addiction. Now remember that addiction can be to anything. You can have addiction to other people. You can have addiction to social media. You can have addiction to procrastination. You can have addiction to overthinking. You can have addiction to toxic cycles. You can have addiction to food. You can have addiction to not eating, right? It's like all these different types of addictions. Now, of course, there's drugs and alcohol as well. So somebody here could be dealing with that. There is a male and a female in this though, so I do feel like it's like addiction to like controlling a relationship or being perceived in some type of way. Let's go ahead and clarify that. Actually, I want to see what it says in the book. Does this even have a card? No. I'm sorry, it does have a card. I didn't mean card. I meant number on the card. I've never pulled or even seen this card in here before, to be honest, so... Okay, you are protected and loved by God and the many angels that surround you right now. God and the angels are here to help, support, and heal you. They would like you to know that all can be healed through the light of love. All you need to do is surrender any addiction which you wish to release and which no longer serves you. To God and the angels, invite them into your life and have faith in their ability to help you through this healing process as gently and lovingly as possible. Trust, this is a sign of this is a time of positive transformation and wondrous healing. A suggested prayer is, Dear God, angels, and ascended masters, help me to overcome my addiction in the most gentle and loving way possible. Give me the strength, resolve, and courage to stick with my decision to quit. Okay, so whatever you are quitting, right? It doesn't matter what it is here. So some of you guys could be overcoming an addiction to something. Some people get addicted to being a victim because they don't know how else to identify when they don't have all these problems in their life. So it doesn't really matter like exactly what you've got going on, whatever you are addicted to. Okay. Someone here, maybe you might have ADHD. If you do, that makes a lot of sense. ADHDers tend to have heavy addictive personalities because of the fact that you're looking for that dopamine hit, right? So you might take like Vyvanse or Adderall. All right, I am a lifetime ADHDer. I've been diagnosed since I was a kid. I also have not taken Adderall or anything like that for over a decade, probably like 12 years now. I completely stopped, and I hate Adderall. I hate Vyvanse. I hate that stuff. Okay. So, a lot of people, they like it though. And that can become an addiction as well because when we don't function normally, you have ADHD as fuck as well. Yeah. So now if it's not with like the medications that are being given to you, of course, it can also be, just other things in your life, right? Like ADHDers, you guys naturally, we get our hobbies, right? And then we like hyper focus on it 3 months fucking straight. That's all we can fucking think about day and night. And then we just like drop it. We just drop it. We're like, yeah, no, I'm bored of this now. Okay. So, and then we move on. Baby, why do you think I start so many businesses? Because I've got ADHD and then a Capricorn stellium. So my Capricorn stellium is like, make money off of this. And then my ADHD is like, wee, this is so fun. And then I'm like, fuck, I have to still make money off of it because I started a business doing this. That's crazy. You picked up on Ritalin. You really went off of it. Nicole, I would definitely talk with your doctor about that. I am not a medical professional and I cannot give medical advice. However, I know for myself, I just literally up and decided my brain is far more powerful than anything and I don't want to take this anymore. So I stopped taking it and I haven't gone back since. Yeah, so I don't know. My addictive personality is honestly in my hobbies that I pick up. Like I've channeled it differently. So I am addicted to starting new hobbies all the time. I get into so many different things. I will go to Barnes and Noble and buy like 20 fucking books at a time as if I could read 20 books in a week or something like that. And then I don't even read all of those books. I get through like 2 or 3 of them and then I go and buy 20 more. So that's another addiction. There's just addictions everywhere. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, that's what I did recently, like 2 days ago. I went and bought a bunch of books and I'm like, dude, I haven't even finished like all the books I bought last time. So I want it, new and shiny addiction. No more TikTok doom scrolling. I actually haven't been on TikTok a lot lately. So, yeah, I threw my profile on public on private there. And I don't know. I think that's one of my least used platforms because I like to create more content rather than consume content. I'm more of like a podcast girl, read a book, I'll watch a show. Like I will sit in nature. I can pull inspiration from pretty much anything. And so I like to like diversify where I get all my stuff from. But TikTok is a big one though. I did go through like the TikTok phase for a minute there. But anyways, okay. Addiction of healing. Or angel of addictive healing. Addiction healing. Jeez, I can't even like say that here. So anyways, some of you guys are being helped with whatever your addiction may be, okay? And it could be an addiction to overthinking, right? And ADHDers, we all know you've got 10, 15 thoughts going at the same time, but this doesn't apply to just ADHDers. It's just whoever this resonates for, okay? Let's go ahead and see what else we have. Messages, please, for Scorpios. Thank you. Walking away. Okay, and healer of ages. Angel of balance is there as well. You have deceit. Okay, there we go. So you're walking away from things that genuinely just no longer serve you. Things that you fell for, right? You were tempted into. I'm hearing tempted. But you're recognizing that there is an illusion about this. Tell me about the walking away energy, please, for Scorpios. 7, 8, and 9. 9, you're doing this for you. Oh, I left things. Oh, interesting. I picked up the whole deck and I left the 4 of Wands and 2 of Cups here. You could be walking away from a relationship, okay? Or from anything that disturbs your peace, basically. The 4 of Wands in reverse is representative of like disharmony or lack of stable foundations. It could represent a marriage as well. Tell me about what they're walking away from. 5 of Cups, loneliness, fear, isolation, feeling left out, feeling misunderstood. You're walking away from sorrow, from things that drain your energy. 4 of Wands ended up coming out. Again, it is in the reverse. And the 9 of Wands. You're walking away from like any type of victim mentality, okay? Anything that makes you feel like I am a victim to the circumstance. You're like, I don't want to feel this anymore. Yeah, 6 of Cups in the reverse. This was like an old version of you. You're walking away from these old versions of you that you were trapped in, that you were indecisive about, that made you question who you actually are. Queen of Wands, that made you feel not good enough or worthy enough of situations that, put you in this conflict of second guessing. You're walking away from drama for some of you guys, okay? The just dramatic people in your life. You don't, you used to be able to like thrive in it, you know, and I'm sure you still can. Like you have the stamina, but why use your energy that way? That's what I'm hearing. Like why use your energy that way? Yeah, Nine of Cups in the reverse. It doesn't satiate you or satisfy you. Eight of Cups here again. So you have, oh, I'm sorry, it's saying again, but the walking away card represents the Eight of Cups. So you're leaving things behind, okay? Hello. You want love in a family, but how do I know? Oh, Brittany, I love you. I love you, love you. I started reading your comment out loud, and then I was like, oh, wait, no, we'll leave that private. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got from this other deck here, Scorpios. This is my Etheric Evolution deck. This was the first deck I ever made. I have like 15 decks out now, but messages, please, for Scorpios. What do they need to know during this time? Okay, we have projection, and it's in the reverse. Okay, you have adventure in the reverse, and karmic lesson in the reverse. Okay, Scorpios. Let me clarify this first before I say what I'm about to say. Yeah, okay. Seven of Swords, yeah. All right. Two of Swords in the reverse. You saw straight through it. Now your lesson to learn. Four of Wands. Okay. So this goes back on the like walking away card that we have here in the Healer of Ages. It's like you're recognizing where to put your energy into and how to remove yourself from environments that are going to require you to heal yourself in again. Okay. So there's this energy here where in the past you were dealing with a lot of very like confrontational or reckless people that were projecting onto you. That's why projection is in the reverse. All right. It's like people's unconscious denial of their own behavior was vomiting onto you here. And it's like you could see through it. You may have even called it out here with the Knight of Wands. Tell me about this. Let me see. Five of Wands. And it created conflict. Okay. With adventure, and the Seven of Swords in the reverse, you felt the need to be very, yeah, Seven of Wands, 7-7, the divine. So it's like you were called to like remove yourself from a situation, okay? Ten of Swords, because you knew that this person or this group, these people were going down. For some of you guys, it could have been like a trip that you were meant to go on. All right, Scorpios, also, there's something that you're meant to go to. There's like an event or there's something that you're meant to go to, like during the holidays. This could even be with family is what I'm picking up. Somebody here, I'm picking up on this energy of like somebody here. So if you're fighting with somebody in your family, they like plan this whole thing and you're not even going to be there. Like they plan something to almost like try and shove in your face or to confront you about something, and you're not even going to show up. Like you are not going. They don't know this though, because I feel like you guys aren't talking to her. You're not talking. Okay, so it's like they don't have the ability to do this. This could have been over Thanksgiving as well. I don't know. It seems like a holiday or a family, maybe a birthday even. Yeah, Justice here in the Page of Swords. But you're smarter, you're more intelligent than this person. And you're just like, no, I've already given myself justice. I have my own peace and I knew to already cut this off. Like, I'm not doing this. I'm not going there. Like, I'm trusting my intuition. I'm not moving forward on it. See the Sun card here and the Temperance. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius that's just completely like imbalanced, or maybe it has something to do with the Sagittarius. Like you don't want to see this person. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, a sister, a Taurus. Nine of Wands, Five of Cups. So you're choosing not to travel right now, okay? Maybe you were supposed to travel or go somewhere, and you're choosing not to, but you already learned your lesson around the situation, so you're not going to learn it again. You're leaving people to sit in their own karmic mess. Tell me about this. Karmic lesson in the reverse. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so we have an air sign here. Who can't stop thinking about something, like they're learning some sort of karmic lesson or about to be learning some sort of lesson in a situation. Yeah, the Magician card, based off some manipulation. So somebody tried to manipulate you. I feel like you're practicing like forgiveness in the best way that you can. Queen of Cups, yeah, and the Ace of Swords. But there's a part of you that still wants them to like actually take accountability, and I don't see them doing it. Could be a fire sign. We have Taurus, we have air sign, Libra. So Taurus, Libra, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Knight of Wands is Sag. And then Scorpio, we have you here as well. So this could involve multiple people. So in the recent past, there was some projection. Your current energy is you follow your intuition. You're not going to show up to an event that somebody like planned to, I don't know, you know not to be, you don't want to be around these people at all. The future energy is them basically experiencing the repercussion of the actions that they've taken. Okay, the overall energy is you accessing this delta doorway, and the delta doorway is a certain frequency. Okay, when we access, they've done studies on this, they've done experiments on this, and it's where we access the most limitless parts of ourselves, and that's what I see happening. But forgiveness is the key to this doorway, and it's not about forgiving them and tolerating their behavior and letting them back in, but it is about forgiving the situation, and moving on from it. That way you're not carrying the burden. Okay, Five of Cups. Yeah, and somebody's really going to regret that. They're going to regret what they did in the past, but not until this future energy fully kicks in. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, because they're not in alignment. Yeah, the Death card, because you stepped into your power and they're not in alignment with you. They're not going to know the version of you that is truly like empowered here. They already wanted to, you know, dim your light in some sort of way, or try to tell you who you are in some sort of way, and it doesn't work. Okay, so you've taught somebody a lesson. I don't think that you meant to, though. It's not like you went out of your way, but the choices that you're making is teaching somebody else a lesson. All right, the choices that you're making is teaching somebody else a lesson. Yeah, insanity loop, and you broke free of this like loop or this cycle, this family environment, if it was family. Okay, you're not subjecting yourself to it anymore. All right, let's go ahead and see what other general messages that we have here. Messages, please, for Scorpios. Stand up for yourself. You're in the right. The lesson is to choose yourself. Interesting. And what else? 2. Writing is really important right now. There's something about your words. Automatic writing could be significant. You are their target. Somebody's using magic to spiritually bypass their own shadow work. Okay, and then your perseverance is about to be rewarded. You could be going through like a little bit of a makeover or a glow up, all right, but you are under attack, so don't fall into temptation. Remember, we talked about temptation earlier when I was channeling. I don't know exactly what it was, but yeah, tell me about stand up for yourself here in the right. Queen of Wands, there might be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. Just somebody, this person's jealous and envious, okay? They have a lot of self-worth or insecurity issues, and in the recent past, you might have stood up to them. And it's not even like you were looking for, you know, public accolades or to be right, or there's like a right and a wrong, a black and a white here, 8 of Pentacles. It was just simply about mastery and ego, and somebody didn't want to accept that, okay? So they got a little bit ahead of themselves. The lesson here is to choose yourself. Tell me about choosing yourself. Okay, this person might be out for revenge. I don't know, I heard that just now. King of Wands in the reverse. Jeez, this fire sign is honestly like a lot. It's abusive. It's like they wanted you to come after them. They wanted you to chase them. They wanted to feel like a prize in your eyes in some sort of way, and they aren't. The Nine of Pentacles, you're a very independent person. It's like this person wanted you to almost be codependent on them. But yeah, the Chariot, you're like, no, you're out of here. Okay? You blasted off. Beam me up, Scotty. Yeah, Four of Cups in reverse. And the thing is if I'm talking to people with ADHD, baby, you got object permanence. So while this person maybe sit around regretting or like thinking about you or what they did to you, you have object permanence. The thing is, like for me, okay, I can't speak for you, so sorry. Let me not speak for you here. It just, that came back up, right? For me, I have object permanence, which means that a day or two after whatever happens in my life, like dramatic with people, I don't even think about these people. Like, I can't. I forget that they fucking exist because they're not in my reality at all. Like, they're not there. That's why I forget to respond to, like, text messages a lot. Like, I've got a text message from my friend that I still haven't responded to. He just sent music, though, so I'll text him later. But, you know, I was too busy listening to my podcast and doing other things this morning. It's been a busy day, you know? And so that's what I'm kind of seeing here. It's like there's almost a sense of like object permanence, but this person doesn't experience object permanence. They experience the opposite of that spectrum, where they like to like stalk. They like to like watch and hyper focus and so it's quite energy. You guys are definite opposites, okay? Eight of Cups, like they're having a hard time letting go. Eight of Cups in the reverse is like a refusal to let go. Meanwhile, you've walked away. Nine of Cups, yeah, and the King of Cups, and you're proud of yourself. Like, you're trusted your own intuition. You don't need external validation. This person owes you an apology, but they're not sincere. They don't want to admit that, okay? Eight of Swords, yeah, now they're stuck in their head about this. So because you chose yourself in a situation, it left someone else with their own energy. Tell me about you are their target. What is this about? Five of Cups. Somebody's mad. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. They could have paid a third party to target you or attack you in some sort of way. Okay, the Empress, because you're showing up as this Empress energy. The Magician. Yeah, they paid somebody to do a working on you. The Queen of Cups here. Yeah, and they did. Four of Pentacles to restrict you in some sort of way. Didn't work. Hope you get a refund. Stupid. Ace of Cups. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I don't see you being impacted. Okay? I just don't. Your perseverance is about to be rewarded. Yep, Three of Wands. It's literally coming in, you guys. 3 days, 3 weeks. There's something here coming in for you. The Hierophant, from God, from the universe, from spirit. You are divinely protected. Like, I don't know what some weird bitch is doing, because they're up in their head. And they don't have all the facts. Alright, but you've got blessings coming in, so there's really no need to even, you don't have to protect yourself or anything. I'm in prayer, you know, fasting, putting things on your altar, like feeding your ancestors, your guides, etc., lighting a candle. You know, those things are always great. Warding your name, warding yourself is always great. But that's the thing, is like most people are like, oh my god, so-and-so's attacking me. Most of the time, people aren't attacking you because they wouldn't waste supplies on you. Most of the time, it's you talking shit and hitting their ward. Most of the time, it's you gossiping and sending evil eye and not being responsible or accountable for your actions. Most of the time, you're attacking people that have divine favor, that have already experienced things that you have yet to experience. Nobody needs to fucking attack you. All right? When people go out of the way to hex, curse, bind, whatever the fuck, it's usually because there's a child involved, raping, okay, and other horrible things. Nobody goes out of their way to do a fucking 8-hour ritual in the middle of the woods and spend gas money and go and buy a cow heart or a cow tongue to do all this because you fucking cheated on them or you lied on them or you're not their friend anymore or whatever the fuck, okay? Half the people in this world are so fucking delusional. Nobody's gonna do blood sacrifices here because you're a shitty person. They know that karma is gonna catch up to you. They're not gonna waste their time. In fact, what they are gonna do though is they're gonna buy themselves to more success so they can continue shitting on you, so that when you're stalking them, there's a lot there for you to see. And you sit there and regret because you're like, damn, why are they so blessed? Well, because they didn't waste any energy on you. They put all the energy that they usually spent on you in the first place back into themselves, okay? Back into things that matter. And people, yeah, I enjoy keeping my hands clean. I have to keep my hands clean, okay? There's certain things, that I will do, but I don't go far. That's why I don't do lust spells. I don't fuck around with people's free will. I don't do any of that. I will 100% protect myself, though, and if you hit something, good fucking luck. Good luck. Good luck. Enjoy that. Because baby, it's bulletproof, so, and it's layered, and you'll never know all the fucking layers that go into it. All right, anyways, let's see here. So whoever's using magic to bypass their own shadow work is literally about to be pulled to the depths of hell that they've never experienced before, okay? And when I say hell, I mean in their shadow. All right, Scorpios, let's go ahead and see what we have here. Messages, please. Messages, please, for Scorpios. People be like trying to outrun their own consequences. It's like, oh my god, I know they're attacking me because I'm such a shitty fucking person. Baby, they're not attacking you. Your own angels and guides are fucking attacking you. And they're like, yo, let them go. All right, wisdom. Yep, Scorpios. You're getting a lot of insight, or you gained a lot of insight recently, okay? Which helped you use your best judgment going forward. Okay, we have exhausted. I do see you being really tired, but I'm fucking exhausted. The fact that I had to get out of bed at all today sucked. I did not want to. I was up dreaming, like astral projecting all night though, so... And I always wake up exhausted the next day after that. And then we have authority. Very fucking beautiful. We love to see it. Ooh, quitting or fired. Okay, some of you guys might be beefing with like a boss, but your overall energy is social status. Very good. Okay, you're going through a massive transformation. When are you not? You don't want to hear it anymore, right? But you're focused on long-term investments, financial commitments, okay, and having and living a fulfilling life/career right now. Like nothing is about the short term for you. Some of you guys could be starting over at a new job after being like fired or let go, or like walking away from an old job. Some of you guys are feeling a little bit financially drained, or like you're lacking some sort of viable options. So you're looking for something new out there. Confirmation burp. Let's see. That tasted like my dinner. I already ate dinner. But yeah, anyways. Okay, who cares? I feel like for those of you guys that are feeling exhausted right now, whether this is like mentally or financially, make sure that you are regrouping. All right, you are taking the time to rest, to nurture yourself. Go and take that nice salt bath, sit in a hot tub, a sauna, read a book, listen to some meditation music in the background, things of that sort, okay? Some of you guys are looking for some sort of new healthcare, or you might be switching over healthcare. There's something to do with healthcare, maybe work in healthcare, like you're a nurse, doctor, technician, okay, any of those things here. Some of you guys work in insurance as well. Well, those of you guys, it's about like creating a nest egg right now. You're in your building, stacking, not even building, they're saying stacking era. And I'm seeing like fast stacks of money, just like, okay, you could be counting out money for something that you want to. I do see you being self-confident though, all right? Some of you guys, your social status is going to be changing here. I say this to everyone. This isn't you. It's not like I think that you naturally do this or anything, Scorpios. Just don't get arrogant. Like, don't let this success take over you. Like, you know how those fucking influencers, I have them all blocked. Like, literally everyone. All those people from, like, Jeffree Star and all those people, I don't have any of them. I block them. I don't ever want to see their content, and I don't ever want to partake in giving them money. But like, they're just so unrelatable to society. Don't get so ahead of yourself buying Gucci, Louis, Gucci, Fendi, Prada, these basic Basic bitches wear that shit, so I don't even bother. Okay. There's something here about like don't become unrelatable. This is the age of Aquarius. People want what is relatable. They want relatable content. They want to know that you are also in the same shitty economy that they're in. And it doesn't mean that they want you to suffer like them. They just want you to keep things relatable. They want you to keep things affordable. Okay? And the whole era of like showing off your red bottoms and shit like that is over. The whole era of spending an entire month's salary on a wallet is over. And so as you come up, Scorpio, make sure that you always remember where you come from. I used to say Jenny from the block, but we all know that she's a fucking menace, and I don't want you to be anything like her, so I would never say that. But essentially, you know, it's just then you used to have a little, now you're going to have a lot, okay? But you still know where you came from. The lyrics still work. The person, though, is vile. So that's what I'm getting here. It's like always remember where you came from, because this is the thing is a lot of people forget. A lot of people forget where they came from. They forget their origin story. Tell me, we have wisdom here. So you have an idea. Yes. The Ace of Swords. You have an idea here. You have something to speak, something to share, something to create. Okay. You love supporting small handmade brands. I am the same way. I absolutely am the same way. Red bottoms could feed a third world country. Exactly, Brittany. Exactly. Let's see here. It's like I judge people by what they do with their wealth, you know? And I don't think that, like, I'm not talking about people that make, you know, 200K a year and they live comfortably, okay? I'm not talking about people that live 300K a year and live comfortably. I'm talking people that make 300K a month, okay? Like, that's what I'm talking about. So for those of you guys that are like, well, I live comfortably and I like to spoil myself, that's fine. You're allowed to like nice things, you know? I want a fucking boat. I want jet skis. That's my next purchase, is a boat and jet skis. Genuinely, that's what I want for myself. I want a boat and I want jet skis. So, and that's expensive, right? So I'm not saying that we can't have nice things. I'm just saying to stay relatable, okay? All right. You go for clearance racks first? Yeah. I just wear the same. I don't know. I don't go shopping. That's my thing. It's like I don't support corporations right now. I'll support Costco. I love Costco. But I don't go shopping. I haven't gone shopping or bought new clothing or anything like that for myself in probably like 6 months, 8 months. I don't know. You're not the brand type? Yeah, neither am I. All right. Do I date black guys? I date women. So, and I'm married to a woman. I like vagina just as much as you do. And boobs. Oh my gosh. I was playing. Okay, never mind. Sorry, you're taking me off subject here. I was gonna tell you, I was playing with my wife's boob last night. She tried to wear a bra, like sports bra to bed. I was like, absolutely the fuck not. Give me my titty. All right. Six of Pentacles here. Yeah, you have a lot coming in, but it's about like relatability and working with other people. Hi, welcome home, baby. I love you. I do have dinner ready, and as soon as I'm finished with this reading, I will make you some food. Oh my goodness, it's healing miraculously. Yep. All right. Some of you guys are feeling a bit unstable though. Like all the money coming in is immediately going out. That is completely normal. It's not going to be like this forever. I do feel like you need to act on certain ideas that you have for yourself. Okay, Two of Swords. There really isn't anything blocking you. It's really easy to get in our own way and think like, oh, I need the best camera, or I need a new phone, I need a new laptop, I need new this, I need new that. Sometimes you just need to get the ball rolling, and then with the money that you're making, you can invest it into those things if you decide to continue down that same path, right? So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Authority is taking a role of a leader. I do see a lot of respect coming into you. Yeah, Nine of Cups, clarifying this authority card here in the future. This could be you bossing up in whatever way, but I do see this more being, you know, wish fulfillment or some sort of self-satisfaction coming in. Okay, Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's like you're emotionally going to feel like, wow, I really did it. I'm so proud of myself for taking this leap of faith, for being brave and courageous. Tell me about social status. Okay, we do have the World card, so this could be online. That's what I was picking up. Yeah, Judgment. I don't know. The World and Judgment is like something is literally like destined for you. It's part of it. Five of Wands. Yes, it's going to bring conflict your way. The Strength card, but you're resilient here. You have to understand that with fame comes parasocial relationships. With working online comes people who think that they genuinely know you, even though they've never actually talked to you a day in your life. They've just watched and stalked all of your content, okay? So don't personalize other people's lens of perception. There's something here around that, all right? For whoever this is for. And again, know that changes the natural order of things. You'll have your good seasons and you'll have your dry season, your wet seasons and your dry seasons, okay? Full card here, but you're starting something new, and whatever you're starting, Scorpio, for whoever this is for, whatever idea that you have is going to be successful. It is. Okay. So I use this. Britt, I think that we have a little more than a parasocial relationship, considering that I text you quite often and, you know, am a little more friendly. Parasocial relationships are when individuals, like, for example, I've had people do this to me. This was years ago, but I had somebody message me and they're like, I was meditating and saw a vision of you and fuck you and da 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 or whatever, for doing magic against her is what she saw. Meanwhile, never followed her. I don't know if she existed. I had to accept her request from my hidden messages on IG. You know how you have like the messages that you have to prove, and then you have a third box, which is like the hidden messages. She was in that third box, okay? And when I accepted that and looked at that, I was just like, girl, I don't know you exist, so I don't know what entity is playing with you here, but best of luck, all right? She blocked me. I never got to respond or anything like that, but that was their trickster entity. Yeah, absolutely. I'll never forget that, though. I literally started laughing, but that's a parasocial relationship. Like, that's people who are like, they genuinely think that you know that they exist when you don't. That's a parasocial relationship. Like, half the people that watch me, I don't know that they exist. I don't know people from their usernames or anything like that, you know? I do know a lot of people, but yeah. Anyways, moving forward here. Let's get into your love life. All right. Well, congratulations on the success to come, Scorpios. Let's leave it at that, though. Messages, please, for Scorpios. What do they need to know for their love life? Matters of the heart. What do we have here? Thank you. Healthy choices. Look at you, Scorpios. Ooh, a mask. And addiction. Yikes. Separation. Scorpio, you could have been dealing with somebody around you who is struggling with addiction, okay? There could be somebody here who is codependent, obsessive, possessive, controlling. They're just blocked in some sort of way. They refuse to see things from other people's perspectives. You know, it's like those people that, you know, automatically demonize like voodoo because in movies they depict it in a really toxic way or scary or dangerous way, right? But they don't honor it as a genuine religion, you know, like voodoo rites is real, you know? And they don't see that because they're so biased. Like, they have this biased consciousness here. They can't see beyond. I actually have a post coming out tomorrow morning, about biased consciousness and micro racism. So you know, I talk about all of that stuff all the time, and I know it's gonna make people uncomfortable. I don't really care, though. They should be uncomfortable. I think that I don't like being around people that can't recognize their micro racism or their biasness or anything. Anyways, so you got somebody here who has a hard time like showing their true feelings, but their true colors have shown. Like, you see through this, and they don't like that. They don't like that you can see through them. They're not used to people who can see through the mask that they're wearing. Okay. They're uneducated on the cultural correspondences. Yes, I know. That's part of like what I've got written in the post here. The Wheel of Fortune, yeah, healthy choices, okay? So I feel like there's an immense amount of self-love around you, but when it comes to matters of the heart, you're literally you're unconsciously doing it, but you're ripping off the masks of individuals around you. And these people, the moon card, this could be a Cancer, or you just expose something from somebody's subconscious, okay? King of Cups in the reverse, yeah. And this, you made this person feel a little insecure. They thought that they knew themselves, but they don't. Future energy with addiction. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. You know, this person, it has this like ability to emotionally manipulate. Yeah, Two of Swords in the reverse. But you can't manipulate somebody who knows themselves. And that's the thing, is like they came to you, you know yourselves, you can't be manipulated. You guys are separated right now, but they're sad. They're missing you. They're thinking about you. And they're unsure if you guys are going to be able to get back together in the future. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. You're not talking right now, but they do want to reach out. Okay, the Death card in the reverse. So they want a new beginning with you, but they feel like they fucked it up too much. Ten of Cups in the reverse. Like, can I come back from this? You could be dealing with another Scorpio. You don't have to. Eight of Wands in reverse. So they haven't reached out yet. There's a delay in this. What's the delay? Like, what are they holding back for? Page of Wands. They're waiting for, like, a sign or, like, the right time here. Do you see how he's, like, waiting for something to come down from the sky? Like, he's grabbing... They're waiting for something, like a cue. Three of Cups for her reunion to reach out. But this person's still in their ego. Like, they have a lot to kind of balance out within themselves. You could be dealing with a Leo, okay? They still have a lot to master. And it's like, they don't want to see that. I feel like this person doesn't have malicious intentions. Like, they're not necessarily a bad person. I wrote a post about this too. Damn, like, everything that I wrote a post about was like, the things in the night come alive in the day, don't they? All right. Okay. Do you ever just feel like you're such a powerful creator that it's just, can I have a little bit of an ego trip here? Sometimes I trip myself out, like, damn, like, I'll write about these things and then they come out on readings like a week later, 2 weeks later. Like, I don't know, weirds me out sometimes. I'm like, this reality is so fake. Oh, okay. Touch grass, Carissa. Knight of Cups here. They want to apologize. Ten of Swords in reverse. And they're hoping that you guys can put things in the past. The Lover's card. Okay. So they're going to reach out and communicate something. Page of Cups in reverse. I just feel like this person, you know, is emotionally like... Thank you. I heard they emotionally overcompensate. The Emperor card. You could be dealing with an Aries. Okay. This person like emotionally overcompensates. They have a hard time dysregulating or regulating their emotions. So they're constantly dysregulated. Seven of Swords in reverse. And they try to like run from this here. They try to like run from the truth of a situation. So basically somebody wants to reach out and apologize about something. Okay, somebody that you're separated from wants to reach out and apologize. That is literally the reading. Do I think that they deserve this? Cassette? It seems like they're going to be repeating this pattern here. I like, yeah, they really like you though. Photograph, they're looking at photos of you guys together. Lightning, they're waiting for a sign. Lightning could be the sign. Okay, maybe it's stormy where they are, or this person's like stormy on the inside. Maybe they really like X-Men. They want to be able to change, but it really would require follow through. Like the thing is like most people, they have a hard time taking accountability at first, right? Because they're in denial. But then they're like, okay, yeah, you're right. I have to take accountability. The thing is accountability doesn't end there. You have to follow through with repair. Then there's a repair cycle. And a lot of people don't know how to repair that. They don't know how to, they're like, I've already taken accountability. Like, do you know how many times I've been told that? I've already been taking accountability. Like, yes, bitch, but you haven't repaired shit. You're continuing the same fucking pattern. Oh my God. So yes, of course you're going to have to continue and take accountability 100 fucking times as long as you're continuing the pattern 100 more times. Nothing pisses me off more than a bitch that's like, well, I took accountability. Cool. Let me go ahead and throw a plate on the floor, say sorry to it. All right. And there, I took accountability. That doesn't fucking work. People are so immature and they don't even realize it. They don't realize it. And that's the thing about this person is like they're heartbroken, but they keep making the fucking mess. They keep breaking the fucking plate. They don't know how to repair anything because they don't know how to genuinely be accountable. Accountability doesn't mean just owning the mistake. It means actually taking the time and putting an effort to repair something and never doing that again. And it like, yeah, I mean, you know what? That's why so many people are not in contact with their parents. That's why my wife never talks to her fucking mom. Like, I've tried to mend that so many times, but her mom just keeps fucking herself over and over again, okay? I can't save her, you know? But it's like one of those things. Like, my wife is so stern on that. That is a boundary for her. Like, no, it's not just about accountability. We're not sweeping shit under the rug, you know? And that's one thing that I really learned from my wife. Like, and so maybe this has to do with like a mother figure or something like that, or just again a partner, like whatever it is here. Heart with a key. I feel like you're closed off to this experience because you know that this person is incapable of repair. Like, sure, thank you for the apology. Thank you for taking accountability. You know, the repair comes in like over time though with action that they take, not just words that they band-aid over a situation. And I think that that's really the issue here. So you might end up leaving this person in the year of the snake. However, another half of you is going to take this person back. Okay. And that's your choice. I'm not saying what is right or what is wrong. Everybody's journey is unique and individualized to themselves. Okay. So Spirit wants you to call on them. They're trying to give you guidance for a lot of you guys. All right. They're trying to help you see something a little more clearly. Messages, please. We have celebrate your hard work. Yeah, good job, Scorpios. You're really going to overcome a lot here, and you have overcome a lot this entire year. Okay, we do have blocked chakras, and you could spend your time more wisely, though. Be careful about, again, exerting so much energy into overthinking. You know, it's time to work from your heart. So I do feel like your heart chakra is the one that is blocked. All right. Or your crown, obviously. If you're overthinking, your crown is blocked too. So I didn't mean to not state the obvious there. Sometimes we just assume everybody knows what I'm saying. Take better care of your health mentally and physically. Yeah, we do have this as an important person in your life. All right. People are projecting their pain onto you. Yeah, that came up already. You had that. And then we have external energies are impacting you. Take a salt bath or a cleanse. Feathers and coins. We are with you. Spirit guide is with you here. You're surrounded by false friends. Be careful of who you call a friend. And then we have psychic attack. Protect yourself. Scorpios, definitely make sure that you're protecting yourself. Also, you can buy an uncrossing oil off of my website if you guys want to incorporate into your bathing. That's what I like to personally do. I use that in a different oil that I don't sell publicly, but wait, hello. Anyways, I add those oils to my bath every single night, especially when I work with other people, which is every day. And it just helps tremendously. It helps keep my aura bright. It helps keep me clear. It helps me not absorb other things. So FlavoredVivid.com if you're interested. I'll get it to you before Christmas. Well, way before Christmas. It's still early. What's the date today? The 10th. Yeah, we got plenty of time. But I was just throwing that out there. All right. Check out my other oils too and my sprays. Like, I use my own sprays, you guys. Look at this. It's already almost halfway gone here, and I just brand new made a new one. These things are fucking great. I wouldn't sell my products if I didn't use them myself and they didn't help me, okay? My money oil's legit though. Check my reviews. Check my fucking reviews here on my oils, okay? Anyways, I love you, Scorpios. I'll see you next time. Bye, babies.